Carnell Tate is another player that just might drop to the Niners. And I'm not super wild about the Niners taking another wide receiver in round 1, but this guy is really good. These Ohio State wide receivers are incredible. That Ohio State wide receiver coach, I don't know if he's there anymore. Brian Hartline did a great job developing these guys. JSN went there. Most of the best wide receivers in the league either went there or LSU. So he was supposed to be everyone looked at him as a top 10 wide receiver, maybe the top wide receiver in the draft coming into the combine. 6'2", 192 pounds. So almost skinnier than Ricky. Definitely not Jawan Jennings. On the lighter side for a wide receiver. And then he ran a 4.53, which is not slow by any means. But it's going to affect his draft stock. I'm trying to find an example of a wide receiver who had 192 pounds and ran a 4.53 or a 4.54 and was drafted in the top 20. Can you guys think of one? When was the last time that happened? I know CeeDee Lamb ran a 4.5 flat at 198 pounds and went 17th. 17th. And everyone loved him. So I think there's a real chance. I mean, there's other guys like DeAndre Hopkins who ran a 4.57 at 215 pounds. And he went 27th. And he was a freaking monster at Clemson. Devontae Adams, he ran a 4.56 at about 210 pounds. He was a monster at Fresno State. He went in the second round. So, yes, Carnell Tate, he's an excellent player. He has the production. He has the tape. But a lot of times, you know how teams are in these drafts. Like, if they look at you and like, man, you're a little small, you're not that fast, like, they might think he's a reach at 10, 15, 20. He might be there. I don't know if he'll be there at 27, but I could see if he starts dropping the way Justin Jefferson did 5 years ago. Justin Jefferson wasn't even a top 20 pick. If he's there at 21, 22, I could see Kyle Shanahan trading up for Carnell Tate. He couldn't help himself. If he could have a team of just wide receivers, he would have a team of just wide receivers. And I don't know. It seems like drafting Carnell Tate would be just sort of admitting you got Ricky Pierce all wrong. Do they complement each other, or are they the same kind of receiver? Neither one's really a yak guy. Neither one's really helping you block, which is something you like, right? I mean, Kyle wants his wide receivers to be really good blockers because his runs go to the edges. Receivers are important. So you have Ricky and Carnell Tate as your receivers. You're not really getting much blocking from either position. Not getting much yak from either position. Neither one's in a physically imposing tackle breaker like Debo was or Jawan Jennings was. But he's probably better at everything that Ricky does, I would think. Maybe more durable as well. Ricky's good. I could see that happening. I don't. No one else is talking about Carnell Tate farting or falling. Either one. It just seems like he's going to fart and fall in the upcoming draft. And you know what? I'm prepared for both outcomes. 4.53 at 192 pounds. And doesn't that seem like Kyle Shanahan was probably happy when that happened? I bet other teams were like, oh no. Kyle's like, he ran a 4.53? That's perfect. I don't like guys who are a little too fast. I don't like guys who are a little too big. If you could just be 6 feet right in the middle of everything, I would love that. So my draft crush is a 330-pound guard. Kyle's draft crush is probably a 192-pound wide receiver who runs a 4.53. But he's good. But again, if he's the guy at 27, that's the best player available. At least you didn't reach for some guy who everyone else thought should go in round 2.